Good afternoon. Hello to my 365 family, and welcome to my new subscribers. Please, no spam words. If you are new, just say hello and use the bell emoji. That's it. No, don't say new friend. Don't say subby. Don't say anything spammy. Today, I have for you are some homemade cinnamon rolls. The dough is already prepped and ready. I pre-made this bag here. It has pecans in it. It has brown sugar, some regular cane sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, and vanilla. It's all mixed together, already ready for me to show you guys. And also, if you like to bake like I do, I recommend getting one of these. This is thebomb.com. Where's the box real quick? Hold on one second. This is the box by Fox Run. Where did I get this from? I'll let you know in the description below. But this is nice. And don't leave it on your dough too long. As you can see right there, it will flatten it. It will flatten it for you. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put the butter on it. Some good old butter. I hope everybody can hear me. I believe you can. Use unsalted butter. We have enough salt in our life, right? I am going ahead and I'm going to tell you another secret in a minute. As soon as I find my brush. Oh, here it is. It's on the other side of the kitchen. And since these are for home, when it's not for home, I use this, and I'm going to use this anyway. And I'm going to spread some good old butter over it. Over the whole thing, not too much. I'll show you why in a minute. Unsalted butter. You know Publix is my favorite store, right? So I got some Publix unsalted butter. And I also use unsalted butter in my seafood butter sauce. And I'm going to tell you all about that too. I was putting some things together. You know, I've eaten crab since I was young. And not knowing the type of sauce I was eating. And I tell you, I'm all on YouTube thinking it's new. I knew. I'm going to tell you all about this sauce. I really am. So what are y'all up to today? I'm going to be real quick. The oven is set on 350 degrees. And it just depends on how big you want your cinnamon rolls, how big the dough is. You can use 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of regular sugar. Mix it together and then put your cinnamon in, depending on how much, if you like cinnamon that much or not. Let me get a napkin. And nutmeg is very strong. I have the Kroger brand of nutmeg, and I have McCormick. I'm going to try out the Madagascar vanilla. I heard about it so much. I'm going to take and mix this up. It has little bits of pecans in it. I'm going to take and mix this on up. And I am going to... Ooh, it smells delicious. Spread it over a homemade dough. Yeah, I had to do this first. Ooh. But it takes a minute for it to rise, and you got to put it back in. You have to punch it down, let it rise again. So, yep, everything is ready. But this dough is ready to go. All right. I guess that's enough. I'm trying to get, sift my fingers through so I could get some. But I put a lot of pecans in this mixture here. I'm trying to get some mix that don't have the pecans in it. That's hard to do. I'm trying. Alright. And now we're going to roll this up. Roll it up. Because I have another one to make. And for recording purposes, I got it turned this way. You want to make sure it's nice and tight. Okay, just want to start right there. Then I will show you the little secret. Let me show you the little secret right now. Can anybody guess what the secret is? What I'm about to put on here? Have you guys heard of brown butter? Bam! Look at all this deliciousness. You melt 1 stick of unsalted butter. Let it get brown. And then you take it off. Don't let it burn. Oh, you might as well forget it. It has to have the nice caramel nutty flavor. You take it off. And I'm going to put some of this on here. I just let it drizzle itself right on here. This is called brown butter. And I also add some of this to my the drizzle for the cinnamon rolls. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. It's more than enough. And I'm going to add just a little bit more. Just to suck up some of that butter. Oh no, no pecans left behind. Have to get those pecans off the mat, baby. Because you don't want no soggy dough. And it ripped. So make sure you cover those spots up again. Because you already got the other butter on there, so you're good to go. Alright. Let me show y'all this trick here. And I usually take the mat and let it roll itself. Okay. Alright, let me finish rolling it. Okay guys, it's all rolled up. And I usually let this sit in the freezer for about 3 minutes. Because it's an easier cut. And I use this knife. I got this off of infomercial. It's a good knife. It cuts right through. So I'm going to let this sit in the freezer. And I'm going to start the other roll, okay? Alright, give me a second. Okay, guys, I'm about to wrap this up with some Publix saran plastic wrap. And I will be right back. Okay, guys, I got my other dough out. I don't want to flatten it too much. Because it'll be too thin. These are Cini Minis. That's why the dough is so small. Uh-oh. See what happened? I didn't put enough of flour on it. That's my fault. Alright, just straighten that right back on out. I ain't gonna mess with it no more. It said stop. Alright, I'm about to add some butter to this one. The same thing, unsalted butter. These are my cinnamon minis. All right. A little piece of pecan got on it. Slather as much butter as you want on it. But don't take away from the cinnamon roll with so much butter. You want everything to blend together. Right? Right. And I will pause this video while they are baking so you can see them. All right. All right, now let's add a mixture. I might have to make some more mixture. Oops. But I don't think that's enough. It might be. Let me go ahead and add the brown butter. You just drizzle a little bit of the brown butter on here. Not too much, just a little. And the remaining brown butter, I will add to the top of the cinnamon rolls after they are done. I think I'm gonna get some more cinnamon sugar mixture. Hold on one second. And also make sure you sift your white sugar because you don't want this in your baking. All right. And here is the mixture. I had to put something together real quick. You have to stir it real good. Make sure it's blended. Make sure. Alright, and I'm about to add some more of this. And I'm going to put it in a seal bag, whatever I don't use. I'm about to add some of this to this here. And I'm going to take the other cinnamon rolls out of the freezer. And I'm going to put these in there. And happy, happy, happy. Make sure you cover up those wet spots. Alright. Now let's get the rolling. Let's get the rolling. I wish y'all could see me dancing. Let's get the rolling. Alright, alright. Nice and tight. You have to keep this dough cold. Keep it nice and tight. And if you don't like pecans, you don't have to add pecans to your cinnamon rolls. These are the Cini Minis. That's why it looks so small. Nice and tight. And I am going to, again, wrap this in saran wrap and put them in the freezer. And they should be disappearing. And returned. I like to bake. It's an outlet for me. I like arts and crafts. I like music. I played the flute since 5th grade. That's when you learn. Well, that's when I learned anyway, for school. And then high school, I played the flute for 4 years, and I became drum major of the marching band. I was the only girl, and there was 3 boys beside me. Fun. I'm trying to find a video so I could upload it. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna wrap this up, and I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm gonna add just a little bit of this brown butter to the bottom of my glass baking pan. Just a little bit. Around the edges. Just a little itty bit. And I'm going to also add some butter. Just a little bit. Smells divine. That brown butter is what's up. Y'all have to keep your eye on it when you're melting the butter, or it will burn. And you have to start all over. Butter expensive. You better keep your eye on that butter. Alright, let me get this stuff from out the freezer. 1 second. Alright. This has stiffened up a bit. Like how I like it. Yes. And I also do this. Y'all do not have to do this. I just sprinkle just a little cinnamon on the log. Just a little bit of cinnamon. And I also roll it in a little bit of this mixture here. I do. You have to be creative when baking. Look how it sticks to it. Perfect. That's something that I do. Okay. Then I kind of bind it together. All right. Now let's get this knife. And let's get the cutting. See that little tip there? Sometimes things become uneven. You don't need that. You trash it. And the same with this tip down here. Perfect cut. You don't need that. Alright. And I cut it around this size here. And then I put it inside my buttered pan. And I do press it down a little. And some may be bigger than the other, but hey, it's all going in the same place. And I press it down. I'm gonna go ahead and do this so you can see me. See how a clean of a cut this is? This is a good knife. Or you could use I'm just go ahead and cut that one in half. You could use dental floss. And this is the plate. I'm gonna go ahead and place this on there. I don't want to sit that on there because that brown sugar is gonna get to the bottom of my dish. You don't want that in your oven. You're like, what is burning? Nothing. All right. Hold on 1 second. Thank you so much for being patient. This is how they look. I'm waiting for the other ones to get a little cooler, and I will add them to the pan. All right. I'm back. That is ready to be cut. And again, you cut your tips off if you would like. I do. Cut them off. Some little tips. All right. I'm going to go ahead. But you don't want the other cinnamon rolls sitting out too long. And I have a secret to tell you guys about the rising, you know, the dough and all that. I have a secret. I wanted to make sure that people are watching. So I said what I said earlier. These cinnamon rolls don't have yeast in them. Boom! Did your head explode? Did it, did it, did it? It's a homemade self-rising dough. Yep. Now I'll let y'all know in a minute. Yep, that's right, that's right. I'm gonna sit these in the middle. I'm gonna let y'all know in a minute what I did. Hold on. Here they go, and off in the oven they go. Some I rolled up with the cinnamon and some I didn't. Okay, they're going in the oven for about 20-25 minutes. I'll be back. While the cinnamon rolls are baking, I'm mixing up the drizzle. This is cream cheese, 1 stick of 8-ounce cream cheese, and 1 stick of butter. Mix it up good. I like to hit it on the sides. I like to hit it on the sides and make sure the stuff don't get stuck in here. Alright, I'll be back. Hey guys, I'm going to go ahead and mix this up. I've added 1 cup of this sugar here. Powdered sugar. Let me get this out the way. I use this. And I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Just to save time on this recorder. And I'm going to mix it all up. Add 1 cup of the confectioners sugar. Excuse, that's just the house alarm thing. And I use 1 of these. And 1 stick of room temperature butter. I'll be right back. Voila! Here they go. Some look darker than the other because remember I rolled 1 of them in the cinnamon sugar mixture. Remember? And now the cream cheese glaze is done. But first I'm going to add the remaining of the brown butter on the top. Just brush it over. Brush it. And you want them to sit. Alright. Just a little bit. Alright. Let me get the magic. Here's the magic. Look at all of that. Like I said before, I use the cream cheese, the powdered sugar, confectioner sugar, 1 thing of cream cheese, 2 cups of the confectionate sugar. Had to add more. 2 teaspoons to 3 teaspoons of vanilla. Some cinnamon. 1 stick of butter. You adjust it according to your taste. And if you would like, add about 1/2 teaspoon of lemon. And about 1/4 teaspoon of salt to this. Because you know cream cheese could be bitter. So you don't want that. Let's add it on. Ooh. Get that even. It's making too much hippie hop noise. Hold on. Okay. Alright. Hopefully. Alright. Just slather it on there. I don't like to put too much on there, you know. You don't want to take away from the cinnamon roll. And just spread them on there and let them sit. I let mine sit. Get all in between the crevices. Yes, I know I was gonna have some icing left over. I know that. I knew that. Let's get in between the crevices. Cause I don't like a lot of icing. That's just me. Well, whoever orders from me, they just let me know. And it has the pecans baked in the middle. Yes, Lord. Let this sit, baby. Let it sit. This one missing just a little more. Just a little more on that one. And the flour, it was, I didn't use yeast. Let me tell you real quick what I did. Hold on one second. Let me get the recipe. Okay, here's the recipe. Get your pen and paper. Get your pen and paper. I'll pause it. And I got this recipe from, I'm giving credit to for the flour recipe. All the sugar and vanilla and everything else. That was my idea. I got this from Cooking with Kiwana. That's who I got the no yeast recipe from. You have to give people credit where credit is due. You could visit her page. But the recipe is 3.5 cups of self-rising flour, a half a cup of sugar. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. Hold on, let me make sure. Hold on. Okay, guys, I'm back. The homemade self-rising flour recipe is as follows. And I got this from Cooking with Kiwana. Like I said before, the other ingredients were my idea. I just got the self-rising, the homemade self-rising flour recipe from her. 4 cups of flour. This is the flour I use. All-purpose flour. Excuse me. All-purpose flour. I'm a visual learner. 4 cups of all-purpose flour. 4 teaspoons of baking powder. 4 teaspoons of baking soda. And 2 teaspoons of salt. Okay, that's what I use for these cinnamon rolls. All right, y'all. But this is the end result of my delicious cinnamon rolls. I'm going to post the recipe below, and I'm also going to give a shout out to Miss Kiwana, because I tell you, using that yeast, you got to sit, you got to do this, and you got to do that. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And please make sure you sweeten according to your taste. You don't have to roll your log of dough, that's what I call it, in the sugar substance. That's what I do. It's something that I made up. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Remember to be yourself 365 days. Be only you. Remember, no spam words. Just say hello. I will know you are here. And give me a bell. And if you like this. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. My phone was ringing. Thank you so much. No spam words. Please subscribe if you haven't. Just give me a bell emoji. That's it. And I love each and every one of you. Please continue to watch, especially my nature videos where I sit my phone on the deck and let y'all hear the wind and the birds chirp and the buses go by. Thank y'all again and again and again. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all have a good day.